River State emergency rule. My spirit has already left office long ago, says suspended Govnor Fubara. My dear listeners, when I say politics is a dirty game and it is a scripted one, you all wouldn't believe with me. I definitely know that even at times it is not good to take sides. Does this not look like Fubara knows about his suspension in the state? Why would a suspended governor said his spirit has already left office long ago just because he was suspended? Tell us the reason why his spirit would have left. He would have left a state of power. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The suspended governor of Rivers State, Simina Alayi Fubara, has suggested he is no longer emotionally invested in returning to office following his suspension under a controversial state of emergency declared by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Speaking at a service of songs held in honor of the late elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark in Port Harcourt on Sunday, Fubara responded to public expressions of support from speakers who continued to refer to him as governor and called for his reinstatement. Can't you see how better I look? Do you think I am interested in going back there? He asked. My spirit has already left that place long ago, Fubara added, distancing himself from the political turmoil re-engulfing the oil-rich state. The event, organized by the Rivers Elders Forum, turned political as many attendees condemned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led Nigerian government intervention in the state affairs. Fubara, however, cautioned against inflaming tensions and described such comments as personal opinions that do not necessarily foster peace. Not everything is by Oshogbe, he added, using a local expression to indicate that confrontation isn't always the best path forward. He further expressed concern that some well-meaning actions by his supporters had inadvertently worsened his predicament. The political crisis in Rivers State escalated sharply after a disagreement between Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike, who is now Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Although President Tinubu brokered a peace agreement between the two in December 2024, the accord quickly unraveled. On March 18, 2025, the president declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, citing a breakdown in governance. He suspended Fubara, Deputy Governor Ngozi Odu, and all members of the state legislature. A retired chief of naval staff, Ibok Etelibas, was appointed the sole administrator, effectively dissolving the elected governor's structure and placing the state under federal control. The Nigerian government intervention drew wide criticism from several quarters, including a group of 11 People's Democratic Party (PDP) governors who filed a suit at the Supreme Court challenging the legality of the president's actions. They argued that the imposition of emergency rule and suspension of duly elected officials undermine Nigerians' democracy. However, the National Assembly has urged the Supreme Court to dismiss the suit, arguing that it is procedurally defective and lacking in merit. In its filing, the legislature claimed the court lacks jurisdiction and requested 1 billion naira in cost against the PDP governors for what it described as a frivolous and speculative case. As legal and political battle continues to rage, Fubara's comments at the memorial service have added a new layer of uncertainty to the crisis, raising questions about whether he intends to pursue reinstatement or walk away from the state top office entirely. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. And now, before I go, personally, I would say that I'm disappointed in what Siminalayi Fubara has already said here, because this to me doesn't make any sense at all. Why would you have said your spirit left the state? Does that mean you were happy that you were suspended? My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section.